up, everybody? How's it going?
Woo!
What happened? What in the world?
Yeah, I literally just came in at like right when it said 5. My Zoom call went a little long. So welcome everybody to another episode of I Mustache You a Question with Jen, James, and Joey. I'm not sure if Michael's joining us today. He enjoys coming on.
Yeah, he messaged me. He was like, "I'm running late, dude. I'm not home. I'm not gonna be able to make it." I said, "Okay."
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I was running late too. So it sounds like everybody was running late today. So that's the theme of the show, huh?
I guess so. I'm the only one on time. I'm here 15 minutes early.
Well, I just had some news to share with you. We got we're doing this program where we're calling it the traveling scout van. We have a scout transit van that we go to shows, and one of our I guess technically a partner, Greg, is traveling the United States, going to convention to convention, and we're doing these special packets where we're going to drop by shops and give them like scout packs. But he's going to be in Arizona and also in Texas, so he's planning on dropping by both of you. He's going to reach out towards he's going to be on the road until September, I think.
Nice.
Wow.
And doing the traveling, he's going to help build scout awareness with shops around the country. So
yes,
cool.
I love it. Yes, get him in contact with me.
Yes, that's one thing. You and Ambrosia, he's going to get in contact, because what he's going to do is he's going to take pictures after every show or every shop that he's at. Yeah, and if you guys can push that on the media side,
before, during, after, I want it all, because I'm right there with you. I want, and I'm glad we're doing this, because this is one of the biggest things that I wanted to do. I was like, when I talked to some of the shops out here, because I got some other buddies around town, and they're like, yeah, I know Scout, but we don't really pick them up. I don't even know if anybody really knows about it. And I was like, well, we're going to definitely get to change that. So
yeah, we got a really cool little packet we're putting together. We're putting it in one of the Scout boxes, but like a couple freebies for the shop. Sweet. Some information about like ordering direct and the retailer variant program. So I think it's cool. It's going to build awareness, I think. And one of the things we announced at Comics Pro that was from Charlie, which is a great idea. Charlie's our co-publisher. It was called a pop-up shop, where we basically pop up and do like a little mini con day at the shop, and we split the proceeds of whatever we do with the shop, where it's like, it's an event at the shop, helps bring awareness to Scout, puts a little coin in the pocket of the retailer. It's a win-win for everybody. So we're going to be doing those starting soon. So a lot of cool plans in the fire, so to speak.
I will just say, as a retailer, when other publishers have done those kinds of things, it has made a big difference, because sometimes you're real nervous about how deep you want to go into what a publisher has for a line. You're unsure about that. And you're also not an expert at selling their titles yet, right? Because if you haven't carried them before, then you don't have a knowledge base. So to have somebody come in, and even if it's just set up a little table or to greet your customers and to explain kind of what the culture is of the brand and what it's aiming for and what kind of books they're going to be seeing coming out from it, it helps the customer kind of like have, they think about the company in a different way. They're like, hey, this company cares enough to actually send a real human being out and to talk to me. It helps both the store then be like, oh, okay, well, I do have a customer base for this line. And also it helps get a loyal following, because normally those customers will then kind of, instead of be like, I just like one or two things from a company, sometimes just become company brand loyalists and just buy everything from it. So it makes a big difference. Yeah.
And that's what we're trying to build. I mean, it's, and I've seen them do like Red 5, which is a great independent company as well.
Been around for years.
Yeah, they've been around for absolutely a long time. And I know I've seen them do that at your shop. And then, of course, Aftershock with Joe Pruitt, like I can't imagine what he went through, his travel schedule in like 2018 and 19, where he was going up and doing these like setups. He was essentially doing it. I know he did a couple at yours, didn't he?
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it really helped build the brand of Aftershock. So we just haven't had the bandwidth to do it, and now we're creating the bandwidth to do it. So
there's a really cool shop that was around for years and years out here in Arizona, and they just opened back up. And people out here know it, Atomic Comics. It was huge. They just came back, so we're definitely going to get you guys over there. We got to talk.
So what happened to them? Why did they leave? Was it COVID related?
No, it was years ago. I think it was before I got into the comic book scene here in Arizona. So I don't know the story, but there's a story there. I just don't know it because it was before my time in the scene. So, but a lot of the old school guys around here that I know, they definitely know the story.
Interesting. Well,
Jen probably knows.
I actually don't know the story of Atomic Comics.
Oh, so then that means I got to do some research.
Yeah, you're gonna have to report back. We want to find out.
Hey, Marco's with us. Hey, Marco.
Marco, yes, we have something working on behind the scenes.
Woo.
Marco, Jen, and myself. So that's perfect segue. So you had mentioned do you own the pizza shop next to you, or do you have a piece in it?
No, so we sublet the
Space. Unintended.
The space, and it's a family-owned company. So they really have this location, one other location in the city, and then they have a really awesome food truck that's not related called Chicken Cone, which is exactly what you think it is.
Nice.
It's perfect carnival food. You can carry around in your cone. You got your millions of flavors of chicken strips inside, which is awesome. But they're kind of go-getters like we are, and they like to innovate and try to think outside the box. So I think it would be kind of if you've got a kaiju that likes to eat pizza and you've got a pizzeria in your spot, it kind of feels like, how do we bridge the gap and make connections with people that they have as customers?
Do they have the connection for the pizza boxes?
I'm gonna ask.
Because I don't. We have, we've made those title boxes. Like, we can make a pizza box.
Yes.
It require like a die, and like it's an initial expense. So if they actually have someone they get it to, it'd be easier to talk to them than it would be for us to create our own pizza box.
Oh yeah.
But what I would suggest, kind of speaking in front of everybody, is to do like a variant that matches the pizza box, right? Maybe do something jointly between your shop, the pizza, and Scout.
Yeah,
I need pizza company.
I need pizza. I need T-shirts. I need menus. I need it all.
Yeah, and can they deliver pizza? Like, if I wanted to order a pizza and a comic, can I get a fresh pizza in Florida?
And how about a King Jira pop-up pizza shop?
Oh, it's great.
How about
and
that?
Those of you who don't know what we're talking about, King Jira was a book that just came out. I want to say, gosh, it was supposed to come out in January because of the paper shortage. I don't know, February, maybe March. Who knows? It's been a lost 3 months here. And anyways, it's a great book by Marco. Oh, perfect, Joey. It's like I teed you up. That's the cover A. It's such a great story. Marco is a hell of a talent. He does everything in the book. I mean, it's hilarious.
Yep.
He also has like Siri just basically dictated everything I just said. But yeah, it's such a great, and he has another book coming out, Pentagram of Horror, which hits the shops. Like, look at that. That was such a good shot. Oh, obviously Pentagram of Horror is very, very dissimilar to King Jira, but nevertheless still very good. That is a great, that's a poster right there, buddy. I think Kathy's been doing some. We got some merch in the shop now for King Jira. That Kathy, like King Jira shoes. Did you see that, Joey?
Oh no, I did not see that.
Yeah, there's some Converse, Jen.
Listen. We go there. I got a problem with those Converse though. Like, they don't make those shoes for big, fat, wide foot hobbits like me.
Yeah, like I got a wide foot too. Any kind of Converses don't fit.
No, right? Man, it's so bad. And then
there's no ankle support either, man. It's crazy.
And then when you go and try to find something in the wide version, you're like, okay, there's it. And they always are missing my size. It's like, what the heck, man?
Yeah, I kind of envision a world where we have different versions of what we offer, like for their customers that aren't necessarily people who be driven by a variant cover. We might think about having like a digital code that you just peel, you peel the thing off and then you like scan it from the box.
Yeah, like a QR code.
Be introduced into to the comic books that way, and then you can say, you can also get.
Listen, I just want because Marco says the T-shirts are on the way, but I want a T-shirt that I want it to look like I am a King Jira pizza delivery driver. So, and it has the logo. That's what I want.
Yeah, there's a couple in the shop right now. I'm looking right now. There's a Pizza Monster case, like a phone case.
Nice.
There's two different T-shirts right now that are available, so it's pretty awesome. And I know they've been working on some other stuff as well, but it's a great series. For those of you who haven't checked it out, I highly recommend it. Again, Marco is a heck of a talent, and it's a 48 pager. It's a big boy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Agreed. And is it right that it was a complete sellout?
Yeah, it's sold out. We still have a few copies online. Not many though. I'm just looking at the inventory right now. It's like next to nothing.
Oh.
Yeah, it's sold out at Diamond. I mean, we're just waiting for a reorder in Lunar. So yeah, it smells second printing, but on top of that, we're going to be soliciting, I believe it's going to be in August, is one of our legendary editions. So you get to see the black and white pencils and actual King Jira size, as we like it, the oversized 11x17.
The kaiju size.
Yes, the kaiju size. I think it's going to be fantastic. So I talked to Marco a little bit about that, so we're going to get that going. But it's a great series. I highly recommend it for people who haven't checked it out yet. We had a big week this week, a big release week. Playthings, which is the
hold on. You can look at this. Look at. I got it queued up.
Yeah,
I got it queued up right here, man. I'm on it today. I'm on it.
John Clark and Travis Williamson, who's the team behind Black Friday. It's their follow-up series. Rad Wraith, which was one of my favorites. I originally purchased the Kickstarter, years and years ago. It's by what is it? Christian Dabari, who does a lot of books with us, including Providence of Secrets and Madness, but skateboarding, horror, like just awesome. Rad, which was one of my favorite 80s movies, but it involved BMX bikes, and Wrath, which was a popular 80s horror film. It's definitely a cross between those two. We have the trades, Locust and Salmon is Talking Gun. Again, Salmon is Talking Gun.
This cover. Oh,
so amazing. Yeah, we did a metal cover. Here, I have one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I want it so bad.
Check this out. Like this is like my top 5 favorite covers of all time. For those of you who don't see it,
keep it up there.
We did this.
Look at that.
It was like a joint variant. It was a web store variant that we did the normal version with someone on this line, Space Cadets. We call it the Space Cadets.
Yeah.
But we took that version and we made it metal, and it's probably my favorite metal cover, period. It's just this is such a great cover.
People can still get that variant cover. We still have them available out there. So
I would highly recommend it. We're getting a lot of for those collectors out there, we're getting a lot of multimedia interest because the story is essentially John Wick meets Happy. You don't know if this gun is actually talking to him or if the guy's a crazy madman. And speaking of another amazing series that we have is that Frank at Home on the Farm. That's the second printing of the trade paperback because we sold out of the first. So this is the remastered version. And this one, again, screams horror franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Where you have Frank. It takes place during World War I. And Frank, after going through trench warfare, which if any historians out there, it's one of the worst possible, dumbest war, just the dumbest war strategy ever. It's just fighting over these trenches. But he comes home to his family farm in Germany, I believe. And the animals start talking to him. You don't know if the farm is haunted or if Frank is suffering from PTSD.
Yeah, nobody remembers his family. Like his farm has been there for years and years and years. He grew up there, and the townspeople that they know don't remember his entire family, and that's what he comes back to.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's a psychological thriller, and talking animals. The art by Clark Bint is just superb. It fits the style of the story. And look at this cover. The cover, for those of you who don't see it, the trade paperback's the first, it's the same cover as issue number 1. You can just search it and on a Google search and you can see it. Frank at Home on the Farm number 1. It's just amazing.
I'm currently waiting on that. I listen, I spent entirely way too much money on a Whatnot sale. I was there. I was on the Whatnot sale just to promote it. Right. And then I was like, ooh, what's that? And then my wife wasn't around, and I had money. I was like, "Ooh!" So I got myself Frank at Home on the Farm, a graded copy. It's
nice.
It's that SUPA remark.
The which one?
The SUPA remark.
I don't know what that means.
It's the it was a remark from the creator, the artist.
Oh, it wasn't on our Whatnot. It was someone else.
Yes.
I was like, I don't
No,
remember getting
no,
that.
it was on
Lucky?
our Whatnot. I got it
Oh,
from
it was?
Dribblers on our Whatnot. Yeah.
Huh. Was it the web store exclusive?
Yes.
Yes, that cover is
So
awesome
dope.
too.
So dope. But it's remarked 9.8, and I said, "Ooh, I gotta have this." And I battled it out on Whatnot. I was not gonna leave that without having it.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
And we
for
also have
anybody
a
that wants
Locust.
to know mood and tone for Frank at Home on the Farm, if you read A Walk Through Hell,
Yes.
Aftershock, or are currently reading Animal Castle by
Thank you for that review, that recommendation, Animal Castle. You recommended it to me, Jen, and I read the first 2 issues. It's awesome.
Oh yeah.
And I just got that omnibus that Aftershock came out with. Walk Through Hell.
Yeah. Oh gosh, your
It's
brain
awesome.
is gonna melt.
It's such a good series, Garth Ennis. Oh, but yeah, I love those. We also have Locust coming out, and that's the second season hits in the next month, which is another 4 issues. It's going to be a total of 2 seasons. That's by Massimo Rossi. So the first trade hit that this afternoon as well. So we had a really, again, the next few weeks, because we're catching up, is going to be pretty heavy for Scout Books. I mean, quite heavy, which is awesome. We're finally getting it back. And I got some great news from our printer yesterday. They just got a whole bunch of our main printer that's kind of gotten us to the dance, the one that's local. They just got a whole bunch of paper in.
Oh, so
yeah.
sweet.
So what that means is it means lots more press plates too. So I'm pretty stoked.
Yeah.
Because those press plate things, and Jen, we're sending you one, by the way.
I need to get my hands on one
by
too.
my mailbox now.
Yes, we're sending you one, and we just want you to hang it up somewhere in your shop.
I will, absolutely.
The only other acceptable thing is at your house. So
I try to keep as much here because it's kind of like people see it, then they ask questions about it, and you're like, well, this one's not available, but
yeah, we got some pretty cool things, and I got a non-scout project that I'm doing.
Ooh.
Coming up here soon. I can't really yeah, it is the best kind of paper, Adam. By the way, Adam Barnhart, for those of you who don't know, is the creator of Shit Show. He's a very talented individual.
He's got another one coming out very soon.
Yeah, Keepers of the Cosmos, which takes place in the Shit Show universe. Again, another great series. We have an Ash Can. That's actually coming out officially today, the Ash Can. It's going to be available on I'm working on that newsletter now to send out to our mail list of everything that's new. But like I said, there's quite a bit of stuff that comes out. So it's hard to juggle all the stuff that I have to juggle on a daily basis.
Yeah. And look at this guy. Look at how dapper he looks in his picture there.
Who? Wait, hold on.
Adam, look at Adam's thumbnail there. Look at that.
Oh, he's a dapper gentleman.
He's a gorgeous guy, isn't he?
Ooh.
That's with somebody.
down there, Joe.
I'm just messing.
Change your icon because it doesn't make. They're like, I don't understand who you are. Change it back.
I love Adam. He's cool, man.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Yeah, a lot of exciting stuff. Yeah, I can't wait to share some of the cool news. I have a big meeting this week on solar flare, so fingers crossed, everybody.
That's awesome.
Fingers crossed. Yeah.
Cast that thing and get going.
Yes. This would be pretty cool.
Okay, I know we've asked you this before, but okay, dream casting your book.
Solar flare.
Yeah.
So the main guy, Jake. Have you ever seen The Leftovers?
I believe so.
Gosh, no.
It was an HBO series by J.J. Abrams, I believe, or it was Daniel Lindelof. But can I share my screen here?
I think so.
You should be able to, yeah.
All right, hold on. This is the guy. I don't even know what he's doing. I think last I looked, he was yeah.
He's just making himself giggle already.
Oh, I am making myself giggle because he was like, oh, this is like because my thought process was I don't want to get like big name actors and actresses, because it's going to cost a lot of money. I'm trying to be like,
well, that and right now there's this big huge debate going on with the whole Miles Morales casting, and there's a rumor out there that Jaden Smith could possibly be cast as Miles Morales, but everybody's like up in arms and going crazy, right? And they're like, no, it should be somebody else that we don't know or some younger person.
Do you guys see the screen now?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. His name is Chris Zyka, and he was like the son, but he's known now as like Paris Hilton's husband. I didn't realize that. Oh wait, no, he's not.
He's good. He looks nice.
He's a former fiance.
Former.
Oh. So I envision this guy as Jake, right?
Okay.
And then what's the name of the gosh, he was an Avatar.
Oh, the
old man in Avatar. Let me put that in. Old man.
Yes.
Right.
He's in all kinds of cool stuff.
Oh, this is not the Avatar I was thinking of.
Okay, so
Old man in Avatar movie?
it's still my good.
There he is, Stephen Lang. So
Yeah.
Stephen Lang, I want to play the guy Frank Henry, right?
Okay.
And then,
Yeah.
what's gosh, Hell and High Water. Hell and High Water. Have you guys ever seen that movie?
No, I don't.
You haven't seen this movie with Chris Pine and Jeff Bridges?
No, I'm not.
Oh
That
my
looks like
gosh, it's
that looks like a movie I would love.
It's one of the best movies I've seen in a long time. Like it's top 10 favorite movies of all time. It came out in 2016. It's got Chris Pine. So when I saw this movie, I was like, dude, Chris Pine would be great for Jake. But this character who played Angel, I want to say, in X-Men.
Okay.
What was his name? I want him to play Trent.
Okay. Yeah, I love that. Those are awesome. Or people in that kind of stature, that kind of Yes.
This actor is so amazing. What's his name? Cast. Here, hold on.
I don't know his name.
So my favorite thing is when people choose that guy and that girl.
Yeah.
They're in a lot of different things, and you recognize them immediately, but you may not know their name at all. But you know they do their job well, and they become those characters, which is probably why you don't remember their name.
Yeah.
Yeah. And crazy, it's a Taylor Sheridan movie, and he's the guy behind Yellowstone. For those of you, like, if you haven't watched Yellowstone, it's incredible.
Rich Whittle says Ben Foster.
Ben Foster, that's it. Ben Foster, he's an amazing actor. Whoa, that's
Whoa.
The Infinity Mirror just happened.
Yeah, Ben Foster, he's one of my favorite actors, period. That guy doesn't get enough credit. I have a feeling he's a bit of an addict, so that's why you don't see him as much.
Yeah.
I don't want to start rumors or anything, but he's awesome.
That's awesome.
So that's my dream cast. And then those are the main characters. So who knows?
Choices.
Stephen Lang, I remember a long time ago I tweeted something. I was like, you'd be great. And he looked at it, he's like, I love it. That's all he said.
Nice.
I don't know if you ever read it, but
Can I nominate Sam Elliott for the voice of the solar flare itself?
that would be great. It's between him and Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think it's a win-win either way. You watch it end up being Gilbert Godfrey. That would not be a win. Now, third wave, I have people cast in mind. Wink, wink, hint, hint. I got the Hemsworth brothers as the main Hemsworth brother as the main character, Rob, and then his brother Liam to play the hitman, and then the guy who plays Jack, I want it to be Kiefer Sutherland, and then just the guy who plays what's his name? What's his name? It's my own character, and I can't remember his name. Matt. It's gonna be upcoming actor. So yeah, that's the dream. Knock on wood.
Oh, I thought you were going to totally choose that dude from Bridgerton.
Bridgerton? Oh, that's funny. Actually, you know who would be really good? I don't know if you guys have seen Euphoria. Have you watched Euphoria on HBO with Zendaya?
No.
Oh, it's great series.
I'm not allowed to watch that. No, just kidding.
I understand that Zendaya acts the crap out of that part.
Oh, she's incredible. And it's dark. I want to tell you right now, it's like just dealing with kids. Remember that movie Kids?
Yeah.
Back in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Rosario Dawson was on it. It was like, that was when I was growing up. You couldn't get, it was like NC-17 in the movie theaters. And it was all about like the drug scene for younger kids. And it was kind of like
that guy went on to make a movie in my hometown where I was born.
Oh, no, really?
The Providence Park that he did. That was
Okay.
that was in my hometown, and that skate park that they were at was
Yeah.
at the skate park that I would always go skate at.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it
You're a
was like,
skate kid?
yeah, I was a skate kid. I was a punk rocker. You haven't.
I don't
Uh-oh.
know things. All I know now is that you're a dad. Which puts you in
Yeah.
dad territory.
Okay, well, this is me right here.
Wow, the mohawk, Joey. I love it.
That's Mohawk Joey, and then this is Fro Joey.
Fro Joey's epic.
Oh my gosh.
That's Fro Joey.
Can we have Fro Joey back?
Dude, if I can have Fro Joey back, dude, you get bald Joey because I'm too old now.
No.
You
I
get,
saw hair there, Joey. I saw hair there. Jen,
you
did you
get a
see hair
chin
there? I
fro.
saw hair.
You get a chin fro, but this is why I lost all my hair. This is why I lost all my hair, because of all the crazy.
Hard living.
From
What
the
was
skateboarding.
what was the worst injury you ever got, Joey, from riding?
Listen, I don't think I've gotten any really bad injuries, but my shins are all tore up. There's like tons and tons of like knots and dents in my bones from like skateboarding and just going hard. that's the one thing that I wish I was like, I really wish I would have like figured out wearing shin pads or something, like, but it wasn't cool to wear.
Exactly.
That.
I was going to say it wasn't cool. To wear
It wasn't
that
cool.
stuff.
I mean, like, I don't want to be the guy wearing shin pads. What the heck?
Wow. I like Fro Joey.
I know. I like Fro Joey too. That guy
Well,
was.
I mean, Amazon, just type in Fro, and then you can probably order one of those bad boys.
It was nuts. Like that's where I think that's how I got my wife. It was the
Oh,
hair.
really? She likes Fro Joey too, huh?
Yeah,
That sounds like a Fro Joey sounds like a frozen yogurt place.
I know. There you go.
I think you're sitting on a gold mine, Joey. You
Fro
should start
Joe.
a frozen, yeah.
Frojo.
Frojo, and you also sell comics,
There you go.
specifically Scout comics.
Yep.
Ooh.
Listen, I have a buddy. He's been hitting me up. He really, really wants to become a retailer, and he wants it underneath the Geek Collective, banner. But I'm like, all right, dude. I don't know how to do this. If you want, you can bankroll the thing, but I'll be down. I'll sell books all day, dude.
Nice.
I've got a website, but whatever, man.
Very cool. Well, it looks like our time's about up because I have another meeting in like 5 minutes, 5 minutes. So we always end the show with a question.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be honest. I have nothing. Jen, do you got anything? You have a question to ask the group?
Sure. Okay, so we learned about Joey's rad past.
Yeah.
James, do you have a rad past?
I do. So I have a picture too, coincidentally, because my sister gave it to me. So when I was 15 years old, I convinced my dad to open up a comic book store.
Nice.
It was called Javatown, and Javatown was a book that was published by Slave Labor Graphics. His name was Scott Saavedra, and I wrote him a letter because we didn't have emails back then. That's how old I feel right now.
Weird.
And he gave us permission to use the name, but it was a book and record store. And for those who can't see, this is what it looked like. And
yes.
Some of those awesome records were like Sebadoh, Green Day, Kerplunk. That was like the Melvins, Pulp Fiction, and you can see some stuff on there, awesome. Milk and Cheese. But yeah, this was a picture, and we got the Friends of the Fort Myers Library to sponsor it too. So cool. They went in half with us. And what people don't know what the Friends of the Library are, they're all over the United States. Basically, they get donations from library books, and they usually do an annual sale. Like the library takes what they need for, to put in the library cycle, and then they take the rest and they have either an annual or semi-annual sale where they raise money for the library. And we used to do, my dad volunteered for them, and myself and my dad, we would move the books to the storage facilities, and they opened up a bookstore inside the comic store. And while I was at high school, they would watch the store. Some of the volunteers would watch the store, and then I would relieve them after high school or when I got out. And it was hilarious. This one guy, God bless his soul, his name was Hugh Andre, but we used to catch him sleeping. Like I'd come in at 2 o'clock, and we would sneak in and just like wake him up, and it was hysterical. But yeah, that's my background. We had venues like ska bands and punk bands would come out.
Nice. I love that.
So the only thing I regret there is that I didn't play baseball in high school, and I played a lot of baseball, and then I started playing again in college, and then I played semi-professionally, but I took off because I was doing Javatown, and Yeah, that's the only thing I regret, because I probably, I would have had a better chance to be a professional baseball player. So that's a long story about me. That's the unknown. What about you, Jen? I know that you've already told us about you being a cop.
Yeah.
You are going to be a cop. So
I don't know if that was a rad background. I
it's pretty
think
rad.
it's rad because
I think it's rad.
I like cops, but well, I'll just tie it into hair. I had a long career in soccer.
Really?
I was a goalie.
Wow.
But I had, this was straight, end of 80s, so 88. I had about this length hair, but it was a giant. This was when perms were in. Giant perm and the flock of seagulls hair.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
Yeah, I was like a very fro-y goalie.
Speaking of soccer, have you watched that show Yellow Jackets on Showtime?
No, you're
highly
all the cool stuff.
Highly recommend watching Yellow Jackets. It's about a girls' soccer team. Have you ever seen that show Alive? Or that movie Alive, where it's Ethan Hawke, where the professional soccer team crash lands in the mountains? Yeah, it's similar. It's basically it's like a modern day take on Alive meets Lord of the Flies. Highly recommend it. It's awesome.
Clearly, soccer players are cannibals. I got it.
Yep. Hint, but there's a lot more to it. Like a lot more to it. And they do like flashbacks and forwards. It's Brendan. I was just talking on the last Zoom. Brendan Deneen, our founder, and he was talking about like subscriptions. Like you're subscribing to all kinds of apps nowadays. Yeah. And he's like, I specifically got the Showtime app for this show. That's how good it was, because everybody's like, this thing is incredible. And I already had it, but like my wife and I started watching it. We were hooked. So we'll leave on that note. Anybody who haven't watched Yellow Jackets, it's amazing. And you being a soccer player, that could have been you. You could have been a cannibal, Jen.
Oh no.
Could have been the long pig.
Yeah. Well, awesome. Well, I'll see everybody next week. Again, thank you so much for joining us for another episode of I Mustache You, a question with Jen, James, and Joey. And hope everybody has a great week, and we'll see you next week.